Hey guys, what's going on? I got a pretty, not huge, but a decent size TMNT lot today that I picked up a little while ago, but I'm just now doing a video on it. Let's get to one of these oddities here. I had this when I was a kid. It's pretty cool. It looks like a turtle here, but it was kind of like after the Mighty Mac? No, oh my gosh. You know what I'm talking about? The little action sets. I had a bunch of them, and they were really cool. This one opens up. I don't have any of the guys or anything, and I'm probably missing. I know I'm missing the cage here. I'm missing whatever's right here, but it does have the ladder that goes up, and then this opens up back here. And I got this for like $1, so that's why I picked it up. And then this opens up as like a. Has the eyeball sticker. This flips over. There's like another staircase thing. So yeah, it's missing stuff, but like I said, it was only $1. Don't have none of the guys. It has got April on the TV up there. That's funny. So yeah, I just thought that was cool because, like I said, I had this as a kid. I think it came with, if I remember right, this came with like a turtle and maybe Bebop, if I remember right. But that was in the early '90s, man. That was a long time ago. I was like 10 or 11 then. So, but it's Leonardo, as you can see. Next up is some loose figures that I got. I was looking through, well, let's show this one first. One I don't have, and it's like a Mexican, like Michelangelo. And he's kind of dirty or whatever. But yeah, I got him super cheap too, like $1. So yeah, I had this when I was a kid. Thought he was cool. It didn't come with no accessories or anything, but like I said, for $1, couldn't pass him up. So I like that he has his tooth like golded out there. And these guys, I didn't realize what were turtle figures at first. And I was looking, they have a bin. Like I said, they have like a dollar bin. And so I was going through these, and I was like, man, these guys look familiar. Like they're molding, and I know why, because their molding is from the these guys are from the third movie, which is awful. I don't like it, but like their moldings are from, this guy's just like one of the guys, and he's got his thing. Like I said, this was in there for $1, but his body is molded after a movie foot soldier. And that's why I was looking at him. See, he's got the throwing star and the dagger and all that. And he's got his things here. So the only thing different here is the coloring and the head. Head's different, of course. And I think this guy came with like a horse originally. Didn't have that, of course. Next guy I was looking at too, and I'm like, this guy has to be in the same line. And then I'm like, well, is this guy like a, And then I'm like looking at him. And I like lift up this part, and I'm like, oh man, I recognize that. That's Casey Jones's core, So, and then I got watching this show. I think it was Ed Games, and he showed this. He bought this, I think what it was, came with a catapult, and then it comes with this figure with the catapult, I think it was, and it comes with like a Casey Jones mask because he makes this Casey Jones. So this is like an ancient relative of Casey Jones. So yeah, so that's kind of cool, but I just got the figure here. Like I said, I paid $1 for it, so couldn't beat it. Picked it up, added to my figure lot. Actually, there's a guy there earlier that's a turtle collector too, and he didn't realize they were turtle. Those guys were turtles. I showed him. I said, dude, did you realize these guys were turtles? He goes, no. I said, yeah, I picked them up for $1 each. He's like, you son of a gun. So here's a couple of figures. These ones are a little more pricey, but I had a lot of store credit because I went and traded a bunch of games in and different things that had doubles. But these are guys that I never see. And so when I saw them, I knew I just had to have them. So these guys, like I said, these guys are the ones I never see. They don't have none of their stuff, of course, but yeah, so it's a camel guy. Don't know his name, have no clue. But yeah, pretty cool. and he does like a turning like that. So yeah, cool. Next up is, I got some pretty cool stuff here. Next up is another figure that I don't see, so that's why I picked him up. And that is Giraffe. I know he's missing some stuff. I think he's missing, I'm not sure what he's missing. I think something for back there, and it looks like a basketball. Leo, I got a Leo with a basketball. I wonder if this will work. I got a Leo back here with a basketball. Let's see. Yeah, it does. I bet they used the exact same ball and then just repainted it for this figure. So, makes sense. Going for a dunk on you, Leo. Oh. But and also the cool thing is his head extends because he's a giraffe. So that's pretty cool. And I like this figure. I never had this when I was a kid. I think this was past the time. Oh, I like that. He's stepping on a basketball and he flattened it as part of his foot. This was past the time that I was into Well, I mean, I was into Turtles. But, yeah. There's my basketball Don. Look at, oh, he's going for the block on him. No, dunked on him. So yeah, I think that's fun. 34-23. So, but yeah, pretty cool. I didn't pick this up, but yeah, this is my basketball Don, and they did another basketball Giraffe. I wonder why the 34 on the front is colored in, the one on the back is not. Interesting. And of course he's got the tail. And I like that the head extends. I think that's cool. Okay, so there's that. And these came in their own like nice bags. So I put those in there. And I got to rearrange my whole shelf because I traded a bunch of guys, a bunch of turtles. And the ones I got, I picked up a bunch that are better than the ones I had, so I traded the ones I had to a store and to a guy that collects that I know. So, and then next up, this figure I saw, and I remember seeing these as a kid, but I don't recall ever owning one, and I don't remember many kids owning one. But yeah, let me put these on. These actually fell off. But I'm gonna glue them back on. I'll show you. These actually, they were in the bag with him. So, but yeah, it's like Mecha Bebop. So that's pretty cool. I got him for, like I said, a pretty good price. I think. Not sure how much he's go for. But he does have both of his hands. And the ones I was seeing online, some of them didn't have hands. So you just pull back here and it shoots his hands out. And for that guy. And this comes off. So you can see his face looks weird in there. Yeah, a little bit of cobweb here. But his face looks really weird in there. I don't know. I just think it does. But yeah. I feel like this guy looks more like a Rocksteady. Because look at all this, the gray. Like the gray reminds me of Rocksteady, not Bebop. But yeah. So he's got like turbo things here. Trying to shoot off. And the thing he's missing is his side blades. But they're right here. So I just got to glue these on. He said that they fall off a lot of the time because they only held on by a little peg. Like that little of a peg held on. So I'll glue those back on. Plus he comes with his axe. So that's pretty cool. So yeah. I'm gonna get you, turtles. Look how much bigger this is compared to a turtle. A turtle wouldn't stand a chance versus this. I mean, I don't know what they could do to like disarm this beast. Because he can fly, he can do everything. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, I picked this up. I'd never seen these, and I never seen them in the wild, that's for sure. So I went ahead and picked it up. Let me know if you know anything about this guy. I don't really know much, so just let me know. Yeah, 2 more things to show you guys here in my turtle haul. Sorry this video is going long, but I enjoy talking about this stuff. I gotta get them back here because I set them on this thing so they wouldn't get damaged. And first up is a Leonardo cop, and it's Make My Day Leo, the Cowabunga crime fighting cop. And this is from Wacky Weapons, Batty Bustin' Belt, Sewer Club, Nunchuck, and Mutant Magnum. I wonder why he came with a nunchuck and it's Leo. I don't get that. I didn't get that when I was a kid either. And look at the gun in here is all orange, but on the one on the back and the nunchucks it shows it should be silver. So that's interesting. But this came out in 1991, so that's pretty cool. I was 91. I was 8 years old, and I was full-blown turtle maniac. I had a lot of these on the back. This is a lot of turtles on the back here. I like looking at this. I'm like, oh, I got this one. I need this one, you know. I used to do it as a kid. I remember I used to, like, cross them out with a pen. I used to keep one of these, like, as it got more and more, as you'll see my next one, there used to be more and more turtles, and I'd cross them off and try to get a bunch of it. I always wanted, I always had a lot of variant turtles, and, you know, you didn't really need all that, but I always tried to get a bunch of bad guys, because I wanted the bad guys to have a bigger army, per se. But yeah, so there's the back of that. Next one coming up is, yeah, these are in good shape, too. I didn't really want to get into carded, but these were there at the shop, and I had credit, so I went ahead and got them. The next one is Ray Fillet. And it's kind of a cool one. I have him already, but mine's different colors. So I think it's just because this one's never been color changed or whatever. And it says Awesome Mutant Color Change. And Wacky Weapon is Ray Gill Gun. And so there's that. And he comes with a little dude and a starfish. And yeah, both of these are unpunched actually too, as you can see. Both are unpunched. So that's cool. And on the back here, it shows how to... This came out in 90. So yeah, I was 7 and a Turtle Maniac then too. But as you can see how they have less guys on the back here. And the foot. And then these guys up here do like weird stuff. I never really had any of these growing up. I had the... Actually, I did. I had the Raphael that spun around. That was awesome on his back. That was sweet. Then I had the Donatello that would swim. And my grandma had a pool growing up, so we always went over there, and I always took my turtles over there, and that one that could swim was awesome. And yeah, I always liked what these said. It says, Turtles, it says, we're looking for a few good mutants. And then for the Foot Clan, it says, hey kids, want to take over the world? I always liked that. I remember I had one friend that was afraid of that or something. They're like, oh... why would I want to do that? Oh, and I'm like, dude, you're like weirdo. So, one of the most desired toys that I had was when I was a kid, and I never had them. And my friend had like a bunch of them, and I was always like, man, I can never get these. And by the time I asked for them, my mom could never find them. I don't know what was up. But the original Foot Soldier, for some reason, I never had growing up. And I always wanted it. So... But yeah, so now I only have 3 carded figures. I have a Raph, astronaut Raph carded, and now I have those 2. So that's pretty cool. I'm not a carded collector by any means, but this was available, and they were a good price. So I went ahead and picked those up. Okay, let me know. Sorry this video ran a little long, but let me know what you guys have, what you guys liked here. If there's anything I left out that you guys might know about these figures. Okay, NES Evolution, like, comment, subscribe. Bye.